All right, what I want to show you here is just what we're doing. This is what they call a pillar post, and it simply attaches right here on the car, and we do a couple different bends on it. We fold it over, and then we put it just a little, we call that the half a hunch. And it just gives it some support. And you can also grab this edge here. Let me get going here. You can grab this edge with a shrinker stretcher, and you can shrink this. I'll show you what it looks like on the other side. Whenever you do shrink it, it just kind of, let's see. You see how that's got a little arch in it? All right, that's all we're doing there. And this side's a little more pronounced. It kind of goes around like this more on this side. So I guess we'll just come right over here. This is our filler panel. You've seen us making this on our time lapse. This is what they call the sail panel. And it's just catching some air, you know. We just got a big old station wagon here. We're making these things as big as we can to catch that air. Any little advantage that you can get on these cars is gonna add up. And it ain't gonna do anything but help you, I can promise you that. So this side, I'm not fully in love with this squared off, ugly little sail panel. I'm gonna do something different here. I'm not liking it. But I wanna get that thing as flat as possible. This side of the car, we're always turning left, okay? So this side of the car we make flat as we can. We sometimes actually angle it just a few degrees. We're just trying to get that air dammed up on the side of the car and use the air to our advantage to improve our handling. So that's what I'm doing there, just making that flat as I can. And we haven't got that side completely done yet, but I just want to show you every part that we did. Some of our lost footage. We built this roof. We didn't do the center part now. That's from last year, but how can you argue with Old Glory? All right, we're gonna keep that. We built these extension pieces right here on both sides, and we got the hood. That is not a hood, that's a roof. Mounted. We got it all mounted. We also built this decking. It's a shame we lost all that footage. We put this custom windscreen in, made an access panel, and we tried something different on our decking here. Can you see how we've did this? Okay, we'll start at this panel. Well, that's not gonna work either. Let me see if I can go back here and see if you can see what we're doing. Okay. So, it's hard to see. Let's just go back with this one because I can lift it up. Yes, I can lift this up. So what we're doing with our decking everywhere, normally these two panels here, you know, two different panels, we normally butt them together and we 90, this top one would actually be 90'd down and it would butt against this next panel, and then you would go underneath and you would drill and rivet these. So under here, there is, let's see if we can get that thing to stay. Piece of junk. Come on, man. Old man in a tree stand. Come on. Ain't nothing wanting to work today. All right, so what we got here, this is 90. You see what I got here? Okay, the top piece just lays on top of that. It's actually 90'd. I'm on focus. And it actually has another ½ inch going back this way. Right here, this piece, to actually put some more support on the top. Super, super rigid, and our thought process is here, whenever this gets hit, see how you can move that? I get tired of tearing these outer decking pieces and the back ones, because when we're driving these cars, sometimes the fastest line is right up on the wall on the outside groove of the track, and if you miss your mark just a little bit, you're gonna bang that corner over there. So we do all we can to let that give, because if it folds all of this up, now you can't see all what I'm talking about because it's all covered in old sheet metal. But when you fold all that up, it is a absolute nightmare to get that beat back out. So whenever I get all that stuff cleared off, we'll go a little bit better in detail on how we laid that stuff across there for the decking.